Good Monday morning to I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich, and this is your outlook for November 17th, 2014. And we have a chilly rain that's going to be taking shape over much of the area today. Of course, we had some rain overnight and in some cases some wintry precipitation, but I think that's going to improve as the day goes on as far as the temperatures rising far enough where we won't have to be dealing with winter precipitation all day. So if you live up in these higher elevations up here in northeast PA, especially across the Poconos and northern Poconos, back towards northwest of the Williamsport area, check your temperature when you go out this morning, because you might have, if it says 31, 32, you might have some slick spots to deal with. So just make sure that when you get up to go to work and you're out and about, there may be some slick spots to deal with. Otherwise, everywhere else should just be plain rain here. We're going to have a surge of warmth here on the southern side of the southeastern side of the system here, where warmth is brought in here, and temperatures are going to warm up quite nicely in areas that are raining, of course, but it might be actually hit 60 degrees down here in Delaware and South Jersey at some point. Now, the reason this is not a winter storm, and earlier in the week we talked about this, that some models were speculating it's going to have a much more wintry side. Here's your primary low pressure here, and it was looking like earlier that it was going to transfer to another system offshore here, and that's what it would have, if it would have happened sooner, and this area of parallel pressure went up like this, you could have had some wintry weather up in this area here, but that did not happen, of course, because this is still holding on to the primaries and moves up into western New York, and that's really pretty much going to be the case as we move forward here. It's actually going to strengthen as it heads to just about Buffalo, New York here, as a 999 millibar system. So that once it does that, this is the next frame here. This is Monday afternoon. You can see our entire coverage area is in rain, in the green here. So even areas up here where it looked like they were going to get socked pretty good if that would have redeveloped offshore, which it did not. This would have been an area that was going to get a lot of rain too, or a lot of snow. But now it's, of course, rain because it's the track of the low pressure. On the eastern side of the low pressure and southeastern side of the low pressure, you're going to be on the warm side here. Because here's your frontal boundary is associated with it, and then there's a warm front associated with it as well. So anything in this sector here is going to be the warm side. Everything on the western side here is the colder side, of course, is where all your snow is, up in here and back here in Ohio. So that's what's going on today, and that's why we're getting the rain. So move a little bit forward here. This is look at the evening hours now. It's going to be winding down at this point. Your frontal boundary is actually sitting out here like this at this point. So you have rain changing to snow out for central PA, but I don't think this continues all over to the coast. I wouldn't be surprised if you ended briefly as a snow shower or flurry before this pulls out of here, but it's not really looking like this is going to be a big deal. And then finally, as we go to the next frame here, you can see that this system moves up into New England here. This is overnight. Now, one thing you're going to be noticing here is these isobars. See these tightly packed isobars behind here? You're going to get into some really wicked winds. They're going to increase here as we get into your day on Tuesday. And we get to the next frame, couple frames here. Here's a look at Tuesday afternoon, and look at how tightly packed these isobars are here. So you're going to have some wicked winds out of the west or west-northwest that are going to be blowing at about 15 to 25 miles per hour. So you will definitely feel it, because it's temperature-wise. We're going to be talking about temperatures that are, these are the high temperatures expected on Tuesday here. Here's your 32-degree line. I'm going to draw it for you. It's west of the Baltimore, Washington area here. Comes up to the eastern shore of Maryland. Or excuse me, just north of the Chesapeake Bay area. Good Lord, my geography's off today. And then 32-degree lines runs right to about Philadelphia and just to about New York City and up here like this to the coast. Anything south and east of here is 32 or above, but barely. And we're not talking about down here, the highest point you're seeing here is 36 over Sussex County here. But anything, again, I don't know what happened to my drawing there. Here's your 32-degree line. It's going to run just like this. Okay. Anything above this to the northwest of this line here is at or below freezing. So you're talking about temperatures in around 30 degrees right here, and then your upper 20s up in this area here, and then you're in the mid 20s when you get up here in the Poconos. So very chilly temperatures we're going to be dealing with on Tuesday. And then you're going to add in the wind factor. Winds are going to be 15 to 25 miles per hour, mainly west-northwesterly winds. So you have those winds coming 15 to 25 sustained with higher gusts. And then you have these, combine that with these air temperatures. You're talking about wind chills are going to be in the teens and at sometimes single digits. So it will definitely feel, it'll be brutal even for a day in January, let alone November. So it's going to definitely be a shock. Big shock. And then this is going to hold again until Wednesday, we think, although the winds will die down Wednesday, even though it's only going to be the air temperature on Wednesday is going to be only slightly higher, maybe by a couple degrees, but the wind's going to die down, so it's going to feel actually a lot warmer on Wednesday than it will on Tuesday. And then here's a look at Wednesday. See, the isobars are not quite as tightly packed here, not quite as tightly packed, I should say, and that's why we have the winds dying down a little bit. So another disturbance is going to move through here through the week. Could have, wouldn't be surprised if we see a flurry or snow shower in the Thursday time frame. There's another cold front coming through here. And then there was another system that was showing on the models yesterday that was for Friday, but it looks like this area high pressure is going to be too dominant, sitting right over top of us. So we're not going to be, it's going to keep any systems at bay, and we're not going to be dealing with anything this Friday like was originally thought or originally shown in the models, because now the high pressure is sitting right over top of us and blocking everything from heading into our area here. But we're basically looking into a zonal pattern here until we get to the end of through the weekend here, and then we get into the zonal pattern usually promotes near normal temperatures for this time of year, so we're going to climb a little bit as we get toward the weekend. We're going to get in the 40s on Saturday, going to warm up into the mid to upper 40s on Sunday, and then you have another bout of rain coming in here. Again, you're on the warm side of a system that's cutting up through the Great Lakes here, so it's looking like a rain event, not dealing with any winter precipitation with that. There'll be plenty of time for winter, folks. I know there are a lot of people that are just dying for snow here, but it's only November. There's plenty of time to go here. We're about a month away, or actually over a month away from the official start of winter, so hold your horses, it's coming. Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That's your outlook for November 17th, 2014. Have a great Monday.